my name is Tariba Dunai Cimentu and I am the mind behind Membet. I started Membet in 2009 while I was living in Ethiopia. It was at a point in my life where I wanted to do something that kept me closer to home. I had just had my first son. I was inspired by businesswomen who were working with leather, who I was working with at the time, and I thought that maybe because I could sew dresses a little bit, then maybe I could possibly try working with bags and sewing bags. And that's how Membet started. I was also inspired by African print because Membet's signature look is African print wax, African print fabric with leather. It was a very steep learning curve, so in the very beginning I struggled and I struggled. I am mostly self-taught, but I eventually met up with a young leathersmith in Ethiopia who really took me under his wing and showed me the ropes. And then that was the point where I felt like, you know, I could actually do this. So we worked together. I sold at small fairs and small bazaars within Ethiopia and just, you know, trying to get a feel of the response to my bags. When the response was way more than I thought it would be, then I decided, how about I go online with this? And I opened up my website and my Facebook page, and that is where things really catapulted for me. After this, I moved back home to St. Lucia, where I thought, you know, African print is great in Africa. I'm sure these bags won't be fantastic in St. Lucia. But I was completely wrong. The demand in St. Lucia was way bigger than I would have ever expected, and even way bigger than it was in Ethiopia. I really thought that coming back to St. Lucia, that would have been the end of Membet, but that was when Membet really began. So I have been back in St. Lucia for 2 years, and the response I've been getting is absolutely overwhelming. Primarily work from home. I do all the designing myself. I do all the sewing myself. And now I'm fortunate to have a small team of people working with me to assist me in cutting and preparing my bags. The beauty of Membet bags is that what we do is that we allow the richness of the leather and the vibrancy of the African print, as well as the madras, to speak for themselves. That means that a Membet handbag is for the most part a very simple design, very practical, very sleek, very simple. It is a bag that you can actually use. It's not that bag that you would have that you wish had an extra pocket here or a longer strap there, because we make the bags for the people and for the women. I'm inspired by life when I make my bags. I am an ordinary woman. I am a wife. I am a mother. I am busy. I have no time for myself, and I'm sure any other woman in the same circumstances can understand that. So in designing my bags, I'm inspired by the fact that sometimes, depending on where I'm going, I don't have the time or the hands to hold my bag on my arm like this because I'm chasing after 2 kids, or because I really need to be able to grab those wipes from a section of a bag. But you know what? I don't want to walk around with a frumpy looking diaper bag on my side. Or, you know, I'm going to work and, you know, it's a dreary day in the office and the AC is on all day, but you know what? I'm just going to have a bright purple leather bag so that every time I look at it, I can be reminded of how fantastic life is. Life in the Caribbean is colorful. If you look around you, there's color everywhere. Color in the nature, in the sceneries, color in the people's personalities. And I like that to shine from my bags. That's why Membet bags, I mean, life is too fantastic to be in black all the time. You find I use very little black when I make my bags. I use orange and I use purple and I use pinks, and you find there are people who always say, oh, I'm not too much into color, I would not wear that bag. If I had to give a woman the choice between a Membet bag using darker colors and a bright Membet bag, she inevitably steps out of her comfort zone and buys the bright bag, because that is the whole point of having a Membet bag. You know, even the name Membet in and of itself is from a local saying, and it translates loosely into meaning, you know, we're all the same, we're all connected, we're all people, we're all one, there is no difference. So for you to be coming from overseas and never having stepped foot in the Caribbean and wanting to really embrace what is Caribbean, then you will be embracing color, you'll be embracing life, and you will be embracing a Membet bag, because Membet bags encapsulate all of this in their design and their beauty and in their colors. The local market has been the biggest market for me thus far, but recently I've been able to infiltrate the tourist market. I guess as the word spreads out and as tourists are wanting more and more locally made items to bring back to their countries, designers like myself have an opportunity to showcase what we can do. Everybody likes a handbag, no matter where you're from, and to have a beautifully handcrafted bag that you can use even for the duration of your stay, a nice resort bag on your side with beautiful colors that captures the life and the vibrancy of the Caribbean is just, you can't say no to that. They buy the product here, and because of my strong online presence, they're able to go overseas and even continue buying because they do an online purchase and I can facilitate shipment to them overseas. So that has been working out very great for me.